Welcome back to another reaction video from Level Down Games. Brian here, joined today, just like we were all day yesterday, with Frank. Avengers here, you can hear him going on. We literally just made it in time. We were gonna click record like a few minutes ago, but not Frank. Frank was awake before me. Avenger, you wanna come watch this with me? Come on, let's watch the PC Gaming Show. It's still E3 2019. I don't know what's going to happen today. Actually, I kind of do. That's what's crazy. Come on, let's check out the PC Gaming Show.
Last week,
What's going on?
2 new games from Coffee Stain Studios.
We're gonna see two new games from Coffee Stain Studios. We're gonna see Griffland. I was kidding. Planet Zoo. There you go. We're gonna see a look on Planet Zoo. Oh, Sean, update on Terraria.
Mosaic.
That looks cool.
Don't tell me what I'm going to see. I like surprises, you bastards.
Oh, we might get our first look at Baldur's Gate. Shenmue's gonna be here.
Unexplored 2.
Okay, they are telling us the reveals even. Wow.
Age of Wonders, Planetfall, and more.
And more. Okay.
Even more. There you
Yeah.
go.
Gaming show hosts Day 9 and Frankie Ward.
Okay.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PC Gaming Show. Yeah, yes. We're so happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got 30 games that we're going to be showing off. 30.
Nice.
Some of them
Okay.
will be updates to existing franchises and titles.
course.
Others will be
Oh, it's the exact
exclusive
same two from last
world
year.
First looks. Y'all ready?
Because I distinctly remember her.
Well, I first want to thank our sponsors for helping make this event possible. Without their support, this event would not happen each
Thank
year.
you,
So
Epic.
thank you so
Yeah,
much.
they're powered by the
Thanks to
Epic
you for
Game
coming
Store
out.
this
It's
year.
10 a.m. in Los Angeles. Happy Monday, everyone. Best day of the week. Hello to all of you up in the balcony. And of course, thanks to you tuning in live from all over the
You are
internet. YouTube,
welcome.
Twitch, Twitter, Facebook,
Direct
wherever you're tuning in
to
from,
you.
welcome. We're happy to have you. My name is Day 9. I'm one of your hosts for this event. Joining me is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Hello! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sean. Hello, everyone. Now, for you guys at home, for the first time, whatever platform you're watching on, we are going to be pulling your clever comments.
We are watching on YouTube.
Just remember that. I said clever comments from Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook throughout the show, and making you famous on the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live. And
I
one
will
of the
not be
things we're
commenting
especially
because
looking for,
I-
your questions for the Borderlands
Voice is
Dream
looking
Team.
bad.
We've got a mission to put their questions to the developers later.
That's right. Midway through this show, I'm going to be asking those questions to the creative director of Borderlands 3. Use hashtag PC Gaming Show, and we'll read them live. Until then, let's start the PC Gaming Show with our very first title from UK developer Rebellion.
Rebellion,
Several years
okay.
ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up to Evil Genius, a real-time evil
Evil Genius
layer
2.
simulator.
And now, Rebellion is ready to reveal its nefarious vision for the project. So, PC Gaming Show, who's ready to stroke a cat menacingly? Here is the world exclusive reveal for Evil Genius 2 World Domination.
World domination. We may not have time to do recaps during the reaction videos today because all the conferences are back to back, so we are going to have to end and immediately start.
I'm literally saving these notes for max level, so
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
that's why everybody written down.
Exactly. Yesterday, I mean, if anyone out there watched our reaction videos to the conferences yesterday, we were able to do a little bit of recaps. Probably not so much today.
We're jam-packed from second to second, you know, it's
Yeah.
on here. Oh, these are all your minions.
Is it inspired by that, or?
I don't think so.
Because it kind of does look like him, but I know it's not.
Have you ever played Evil Genius 1? I haven't.
No, I have no idea what it is. I've never even heard of it.
No, released it.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is the successor to one of the most beloved RPGs ever. And with me to talk about it, I have Brian Mitsoda and Cara Ellison from Hardsuit Labs. Now, Brian, you were a writer on the very first game, so what does it mean for
Hopefully
you
this is going to be good.
to finally get to work on the sequel?
It means that a lot of people have very high expectations, and we have to meet those.
Well, let's take a look at whether you are going to meet them, because we are going to take a look at the world's first gameplay footage.
Nice.
Where'd you go, Bender? There you are.
I guess I have to be the one to tell you. You're dead.
You're dead. You're dead.
You're obviously new to this whole existence, but truth is, most of you types won't even make it a whole year. We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
I enjoyed the first Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
We're all fighting over scraps here.
This looks good.
First day of the rest of your day.
It doesn't look terrible.
Having fun yet?
That's for sure. Q1 2020. Pre-order now.
Guys,
At least
what
they're
does it mean
swiftly
to be a
moving through
vampire
things
in
this year.
world?
The PC gaming show, some years is very hit or miss to where they'll spend too much time on certain things and then we bleed into other conferences and then we have an issue catching back up.
Don't they normally take a little time to talk about the tech as well? Like the
Yeah,
actual,
like they
computer
bring,
hardware?
sometimes they'll bring out like AMD to have them talk about like their GPUs and that kind of stuff. I'm hoping they don't do that this year.
We're talking about feeding on human beings. I'm getting flashbacks to last year's show. Cara, it's not just a case, though, of sucking blood and filling up your health meter, is it? Actually, different types of...
How do you vote? Oh, you hashtag ABCDE? That's a weird way of voting.
Vampires,
because that could be, you know, people that just are weird.
I don't think that's how it is. I think maybe it's like a hashtag you gotta follow along with.
they can feed on those people to
I
Like
don't
something
know.
hashtag that, like so you can find them both.
Yeah.
more kind of alive. And that can give you, like,
Shaquille Omadil says, hype, 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 hype.
And there were some
Hype,
really
hype, hype,
interesting
hype.
characters in that trailer as well. What kind of relationships are we going to be forming with them as the player?
well, very fragile, very volatile relationships, very mature relationships. So it's going to be...
Ooh, mature relationships.
And one thing that was really intriguing to me...
I like the lights on the trees there in that scene. Like that's a cool setting or a cool aesthetic.
And turn into Nosferatu, Dracula, or Brad Pitt. And to be honest, I think you should maybe put Brad Pitt into...
First of all, Brad Pitt was Louis de Linecourt, so why don't you
You
just
actually
cut the
have
crap
to
and
adjust
learn your
to
stuff?
the environment.
And he had long, beautiful hair in that movie.
That's right.
He did.
So essentially, in the game, when you were made as a vampire,
So did Tom Cruise, man.
Sort of very young vampire.
They both
a lot
did.
Of other vampires were made.
Tom Cruise was the best stat.
In this thing called the Mass Embrace, and that means
Such
that,
a good movie.
essentially,
Interview with the
they're
Vampire, for those
having
out there that are
less
unfamiliar with what we're
luxury
talking about.
time than
If you haven't
in
seen
the
that
world,
movie from the 90s,
you're having
go
a
watch
relatively
it.
good
It's
time
good.
to them. They don't know what they're doing. They're going
You got Christian Slater, Kirsten Dunst. It's Antonio Banderas. It's an instant classic.
You might have, say, a wife and children, and you are
Brad Pitt, not a
morally
sponsor yet of Level Down
objecting to
Games.
drinking blood to survive. And
Yes,
so
he is.
I have a less good
One
time
day.
than having. So you can find
He's
that.
our secret benefactor.
And Brian, the first game came out in 2004. You've been waiting 15 years for this. Any pressure?
Yeah, tons of pressure. But yeah, we're going to make it worth it.
I
Well, you know
wonder,
what? I think there are
now what I
people
don't
around the
know
world
if this is
watching
the
this,
same
and of course the
studio
audience here, and
that
they
made
all
the
can't
first
wait
game.
to
If
play
it
this game. Can
is,
you wait, guys?
I'm happy for them. If it isn't, I'm still happy for them, but not as
So I
happy.
think you've convinced everyone here now. When are we going to be able to play the game?
We're going Q1 next year.
Fantastic. And when can we learn more?
Bloodlines2.com.
Thank you so much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys. Thank you so much. Now, have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space? Starmancer is
Not
a space
particularly,
station sim
but
from
I'll check it
Ominous
out.
Games and
I've never even thought about that.
Currently on Earth, humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars. Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components, controlling colonists.
Frank, we have a big day today. If everything that I have found comes true, even slightly today, it's going to be a big day today.
You spoil so much as one thing for me, and I will fly out so high with you.
Ooh, Chucklefish.
That's we got.
That was impressive. We said that at the same time. Hey, there's been a glitch. You've been asleep for a long time.
I did get a good 8 hours.
I've probably been asleep for 80, or I could sleep for 80. Okay, I like the sounds that are in my ears at the moment.
For your colony.
Build and expand. I like doing that in games. Chucklefish, very good at that kind of stuff because of Stardew Valley.
Huh?
It looks kind of like Stardew Valley.
I think Avenger's just excited for tonight.
Avenger is wanting to come up on my lap, and if he does, he will be on camera the entire time.
That's perfectly fine.
And enemies. Pirate leader.
He's the official pupper of Live It On Games.
He thinks he is.
That's how he's establishing dominance.
This looks good. I've never, like, considered a game like this. I mean, I have, but...
This is a dwarven fortress in space.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it really could be anything, though, because of the way that it looks. It could have been anything. Those didn't have...
Starmancer?
Starmancer, yeah.
Our next guests both
I almost said
started as
Statmancer, but
modders,
Starmancer makes way more sense.
and now they each independently run their own studio. Let's welcome to the stage from Tripwire, John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
Hey, Sean.
I know Tripwire.
Tripwire is Killing Floor, right?
Now I
Yeah.
understand. Both of you started as modders, working independently, now running your own studios. Talk to me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve. So
Jessica's excited to come home and buy The Sims 4 on PS4. EA put it on sale today for $7. Anyone out there wants to buy The Sims 4 from PS4? $7 today.
And we've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent, former mod team, professional super group to get an awesome game out to fans.
All right, come on, Avenger.
Yeah, for us, this is a dream.
You're gonna sit on my lap
partnership as
now.
well.
Here we go.
We've always been really close with Tripwire, and we really respect their games.
Jesus,
we
you're
see them as
heavy.
one of the few
Here's
studios that's
Avenger.
bringing true innovation to the FPS genre, and that's what we're all about as
Three
well.
people reacting to trailers
Let's
today.
take a look. This upcoming collaboration between Torn Banner and Tripwire.
What if this was our thing? I just sat here with Avenger on my lap. You sat there with Charizard on your shoulder.
There you go. Is there a Charizard around here? That's
Not Charizard.
That's Charmander.
That's what I meant to say. Before it comes to Charizard.
Anno 1881.
No. Ooh! That was a nice beheading. Don't worry, I won't do that to you, Avenger. I won't let him do that to you.
Kill them all.
Chivalry! Okay. I'm familiar with the first, coming 2020. I am familiar with the first.
Actually, you know, have you noticed we've got a lot of 2020 games so far this E3? Like, not a lot of things are coming out.
Oh,
well,
6 months.
talk to me about
The next
that we've
6
seen. That we've seen.
That we've seen, but the next 6 months were already quite stacked.
Their favorite medieval movie
So,
battle scenes.
I'm okay with them not putting too much more things, especially big games, second half 2019.
Like sieging castles,
Load up
raiding
first half
villages,
2020.
and,
Because second half 2020 will be dominated by next gen
Yeah,
games.
you're not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up. You're, like you said, burning houses, killing peasants, you know.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Playing as peasants, getting killed.
It's really about letting the player experience every iconic moment of the era. And on top of that, this time around, we've increased the player count scale to about 2.5
What
times
is the man-at-arms in terms of like medieval fighting style?
On top of that,
Is that wouldn't be hand-to-hand?
Really allows
Would
us
it?
to add a lot of drama to the game and bring experiences
From
like
He-Man, Man-at-Arms,
Battle
I
of the
believe he used an
Bastards
axe.
from Game of Thrones.
I wonder if that's what it is, because
Don't worry,
Knight,
we'll ignore
Vanguard,
last
Archer,
season.
I
Just
know
Battle
what
of the
those
Bastards is gonna
use.
be in the
Man-of-Arms
game.
might be axe,
I want
yeah.
to ask about the swordplay element to Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat, movement, and animation systems so that every swing, every action of the combat.
Doinks,
feels
bro.
reasonable
Who else called off work today?
and also has the
This guy.
satisfaction and the weight that you would expect when two medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
You did.
Yeah, and
Pop
it's-
Tarts. I wish I would have
very,
ate some
very
before we started
fluid
this.
And much more
Oh, I am hungry right now.
and it's, you know, the
That's
pace
okay.
is
I have
so
some
much
Oreos to the side if I do it. If I need to fiend, but
Yeah, I wanted to
I've
ask
got
about
coffee
the
and
fluidity,
Pepsi.
because in a lot of melee combat games, you hit a button and
Food of choice.
Breakfast of Champions.
Food of choice.
kind of these discrete, chunky times. I understand that in Chivalry 2, the swordplay operates differently.
Minesweeper
Yeah,
Battle
we kind of think
Royale.
of it
Don't
like
give
when
them
you're
ideas
swimming,
first,
where you're
man.
kind of constantly using both arms at the same time. And
Yeah.
a core part of our focus this time around has been making it so that players can fight multiple opponents at the same time.
Like 1-on-3, 1-on-4 situations.
Exactly, because that's fundamentally part of the becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy
Right.
and achieving glory on the
The
battlefield.
ultimate warrior
Well, I mean, I do
fantasy.
have to ask, we're talking about swordplay and mastery, but
we'll take the pilot who's already made the ultimate sacrifice.
like, how do you balance the mastery with the fun element?
Yeah, our goal has always been to make it so that
I really do want to see
players
Planet
take the game
Zoo.
seriously
Planet
if
Zoo
they
is going to
want
be
and
hype,
also
and so is
silly if they
Shenmue,
want.
obviously. That's going to be hype.
We know that
Terraria
probably
is gonna be
the
hype.
audience plays the game drunk, and we love that.
Play the game drunk.
at least half.
Yeah.
Actually, if anybody wants to get the Xbox Games for Gold with for PC, whatever they're calling it, Shenmue 1 and 2 are on there.
Oh, the remasters? Yeah. I think I saw that.
I mean, the game is genuinely hilarious. As an example, you can beat a man with a chicken while quoting Shakespeare.
Like someone picking up a chicken as a
Yeah,
weapon. that's a
physically
mechanic.
Sounds like everyday life.
Well, that's excellent. Well, I mean, I have to ask, when can people get their hands on Chivalry 2?
So Chivalry 2
2020.
is coming out early 2020, and it's coming first to the Epic Games Store.
Oh,
What's
look forward to
funny,
checking it out in early
and it happens
2020.
every time,
Gentlemen,
and it
John
happens
Gibson,
every
Steve
year.
Piggott
But
with
E3
Chivalry 2.
games
Thank you.
usually always are early the following
We
year,
are just
whatever year it
getting
is.
started here
It
at the
happens.
PC
It's the same
Gaming Show.
pattern every
Let's take
single
a look.
time.
Well, it's a good swing. It's
Yeah.
6 to 8 months, you know. So
It's the perfect announcement
You're
time.
watching
Now,
the
if they
PC
announce
Gaming
games today that we're not going to see
Coming
till
up.
like 2022, 2023, then it's
Build a world
stupid.
for wildlife in Planet Zoo.
But if they
From the
announce games at
creators of
E3 that
Dark
come out
Souls,
early the next year,
Remnant from the Ashes,
that looks cool.
Baldur's Gate 3,
Put you down, Avenger.
and
This is
more
awesome.
trailers, interviews, and gameplay footage.
Lay down and don't make noise. Blips, blips, blip, blop.
blah, blah.
Skip ad in 9 seconds. That's funny. Oh, this is that one game they showed at the beginning. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember this in the opening, like, sequence montage.
Blow your mind.
This looks interesting so far. Oh, I saw the hands reaching up from the ground. That was kind of creepy. Mosaic, coming 2019. Blip blop out now. You literally just hit the
That
button
was
and
a
it
brand
gives
new
you
trailer for
blocks.
Mosaic, a dark and atmospheric adventure game coming later this year from developer Killbyte and publisher Raw Fury. So how are you guys enjoying it so far? There's been some swords, some space stations, vampire puberty. We're listening to your reactions to the PC Gaming Show throughout the entire broadcast, no matter what platform you're watching and ranting on, so keep them coming. Our next game is a ghost-themed multiplayer hide-and-seek game inspired by a popular
Ghost
mod.
theme? Is that what she said?
Charge up your proton
Ghost
packs and
themed
get ready
multiplayer
for
hide-and-seek.
Midnight Ghost Hunt.
It's called Ghost Hunt.
Midnight Ghost Hunt.
Midnight Ghost Hunt.
When the night falls
I was expecting cartoony, so I'm actually liking this so far.
Yeah. This could be a cool concept for a game.
Are we playing as Ghostbusters or are we playing as the ghosts? Or both?
Yeah, do you get like a choice? What if this is what if this is one of those like multiplayer 4v1 or you know what I mean type things?
Like a Death Garden.
Yeah. Or a DVD.
Oh, you take the more popular one, I want, you know.
It kind of seems that way, right? You can power up objects and take out the ghost hunters. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. And when you throw an object, your ghost becomes visible for, it looks like a certain amount of time. I want to play that. That is cool. Sign up for alpha now. Okay, I will. Wait. Oh, they're just counting down to midnight.
Garrett Bryan.
The demons come out at midnight.
I'm willing to bet like once it hits a certain time you win.
Yeah, like you only have a certain time to do things. Yeah.
Dynamic one-man team.
One-man team.
Creative director, programmer, designer. It's Sam Malone.
Thank you for having me.
Actually, Sam Malone is a former baseball player and owner of a bar in Boston called Cheers.
What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So Midnight
You know
Ghost
he's
Hunt
named
is a
after him because he's
multiplayer ghost hunting
young enough to. His parents definitely watch that show.
Ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
I see.
The ghosts can hide inside average everyday objects around the haunted house. The goal is to look like harmless furniture, but on the inside, they're not so harmless ghosts as you saw.
Yeah, and if I'm understanding correctly, it's not about hiding as a lamp to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
Exactly. So the main objective of the ghosts is to try to stay hidden as long as they can until the time runs out, until the clock strikes midnight. Midnight being kind of
There you go.
the
Okay.
hour of the ghosts, basically. They
I thought 3 a.m. was the hour of the ghosts.
You know, they want to
Isn't it? That's like what that's the witching hour.
That's the witching hour.
Yeah.
Demons come. Ghosts are demons.
Yeah. It can be, yeah.
Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, when seeing
I mean, all these things aren't real.
what are the hunters doing?
So the hunters
Actually,
divided into two sections. The first part of the game
I'd like to
is
think
kind
that
of
they
almost like a
are.
detective game because
I'm just saying these things to make myself feel better because I get scared very easily.
Obvious at first glance. So they've got gadgets like a footprint tracker, they've got like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down.
They are playable, right? They haven't physically said the ghost hunters are playable, but I think they are. Otherwise, I mean, they wouldn't be that detailed if they weren't.
There's flying everywhere, and they have that cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces. So those are kind of the two aspects of the ghosts.
I see. Well,
Crazy's a one-man team.
About the inspiration for Midnight Ghost Hunt. I understand it's based on a Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
Right. So that's definitely a big inspiration, but the big twist for us is that the props fight back. You saw the furniture, they hurl themselves at you, they knock you out, they send you flying. So it kind of almost becomes like this action hide-and-seek sort of mashup. You have a reason to be a little bit afraid of the things that you're hunting. So that changes up the dynamic a good amount, I think.
And I want to ask about when the clock strikes midnight. We saw the very spooky red color pop up. We didn't see what happens then. What's going on then?
So midnight, if even one ghost survives 4 minutes into the match, then you hear this ominous grandfather clock chime across the map.
You only have 4 minutes? Okay.
It'll get really dark and scary.
So they are
all the
quick
ghosts
matches.
that were destroyed actually
That's cool.
return as vengeful spirits. They're a lot more powerful than before, and they glow a very brilliant red. So at this point, the tables have turned. The hunters are now.
Oh, okay.
So you just have to survive long enough, and then you even get more powerful. That's kind of, dude. This is kind of neat. So you want to like kind of hide the first couple minutes. Exactly why it's called that.
Gets to midnight.
Are you talking about like?
And then you get to hunt them.
And then you're basically hunting
Because the ghosts are so
them.
overpowered at midnight. The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to prevent midnight from even occurring by destroying all of the ghosts and clearing the house, basically.
Well, awesome.
That sounds
when
fun.
Can people get the chance to
I want to
try
play
out
this.
Midnight Ghost Hunt.
So we'll be running an
This would be a
alpha
good,
later in the
like,
summer. You can
Twitch
sign up
game.
at midnightghosthunt.com.
For sure.
There's going to be an alpha in the summer, which isn't far away.
PG/midnightghosthunt. Later in the summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main website.
Well, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Malone from Vaulted Sky Games. for our next title.
That's a cool idea for a game. I'm digging it.
Yeah, I like
Balcony,
that.
If I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a secret.
Frankie, what we got?
Do understand correctly, Sean, yes. It's a big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure, a roguelike that challenges you to fight,
Unexplored
and solve
2.
its mysteries. Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
World exclusive.
It has a very, so far, like an ape-out kind of art style.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean. It's ape-out, right? It's
Ape Out, Ape Out. Ape Escape was the PlayStation exclusive platformer.
That's right. I've been playing Ape Out Junior.
On the Devolver bootleg.
Yeah, it's played pretty much the same way. It's like taking that and mixing it with Donkey Kong 2. Donkey Kong Jr.
Okay, that's cool.
What's going on? What happens here?
Looks like you're progressing through levels almost. This is, it's pretty, dude. This is a pretty game.
That's a big son of a bitch.
Yeah, it was.
Who's this guy? Jesus just running on water?
I was gonna say, is he just walking on water or is he standing in water? Like, is the
He
water
could be
not?
But he could be like just so light that he's like a spider.
Maybe.
One of the biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Dalcero. Welcome.
Okay, so
Dean.
they did invite
What you got for us?
accessories back, or
Well, that usually
peripherals.
happens.
Yeah.
RG5 curved gaming monitor.
Well, let's take a look.
I thought curved TVs were on the way out. Now they took the curved monitors.
I know that a lot of people don't like the curved TVs. I myself don't have one. That's not a huge curve, you know what I mean? I didn't catch the size. Was it 27 inches? I think it was.
Dean, we've seen the video, and I gotta start asking. Talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
So it's a 240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world first. So you have lag-free and tear-free performance. And we think that the curve, it's a 1500 art radius, is going to be a very immersive experience that you wouldn't get from a traditional flat panel.
And I wanted to ask a little bit about some of the color specs.
Sure, it's a 3001 contrast ratio, so you get those deeper blacks,
I think
brighter
Justin
whites. You'll see your enemies
actually has a
first before they see you
curved
in dark
PC
scenes.
monitor.
Yeah, and I understand it also has G-Sync. I saw that flash up on the screen as well.
First G-Sync compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Not a Samsung, but
Gaming show, and we're
the
showing off
NVIDIA
a
thing
variety
for
of
their
games here. What are the
GPUs,
types of games that you would
the
expect
graphics
that
processors.
240 hertz refresh rate and the G-Sync to work well with?
Sure, so we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right. Well, of course, I have to ask, not just when is it available, but what
How much
cost are we talking?
Sure, so it'll be available in mid-July for under $400.
Not bad.
For a 27-inch panel. So
27 inch.
You should sell the stand for
$1,000.
27 inch is the $400 mark. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Apple.
Our gaming line will be expanded to 8 models, ranging from 24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual QHD. Check out samsung.com/gaming240 or see us in the back of the room for more info.
Yeah, that's right. For any of you in the audience, it's there. You can go there for it.
Where?
It is not 4K.
It's not
There.
4K.
Not for that price point.
Well, I want to let you know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming up. Let's look at what's coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Like how she just threw that question out there like you're supposed to do that. You're not supposed to. I mean,
including.
She's a journalist. She's doing a journalistic thing.
Burning questions about Borderlands 3.
Starbucks.
The next
Not a
game
sponsor
from
yet.
Play Entertainment. Get ready to rip the galaxy.
Free
a new
product
wormhole
plugs.
in Valfaris and more.
They're giving away the farm.
Dude, I needed something. I'm still sleeping for the most part.
And now the PC Gaming Show presents What's Next from Funcom.
Funcom, that's the Conan team for the most part.
I like her pants.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show for the very first time ever. And naturally, we would like to show
The hell
some
was
of
that
the cool
noise?
stuff that we've been working on.
Technical
So,
difficulties.
without further
Yeah.
ado, here are some of the games coming for 2019.
Something strange is going on.
Oh, another Mutant Year Zero?
Yeah.
I don't feel
I forgot they publish certain games too. Every time I come across their emails and PR stuff, it's always usually Conan related.
A lot's happened since you've been traveling, Khan. We could use your skills.
Stalkers got each other's
Road to Eden is on Game
What
Pass.
happens to you
Is it?
happens to me.
Yeah. There you go.
Conan Unconquered. This is the RTS one. Actually came out last month. Yeah, May 29th.
Yeah. I'm counting each of these games individually because I'm assuming they're gonna.
Oh yeah, this is definitely part of the 30.
This is game number 9. Just so you
We
know.
made that mistake yesterday during Xbox's conference.
Moons of Madness on Halloween.
I went back and watched that ID at Xbox thing. There were like 27 games in that.
Okay.
So literally half their games yesterday were that one montage.
Enemy looks like Cthulhu, so maybe it's some kind of Eldritch horror kind of game.
It does look like that. Definitely looks like that.
Who would have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
I really like her pants.
I was gonna laugh if she wasn't still supposed to be on the stage, and like she like panicked right there. But it looks like this is still
at
Funcom
Funcom,
segment.
We've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the great
I'm ignoring your
pleasure to be
comments.
working with
I'm
some other very
purposely
talented
skating around them.
developers and have been publishing.
I have nothing bad. Nothing,
And on
I like
that
Heather.
note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays.
Why? Want me to say I want to get in them?
Of Mighty
'Cause,
Kingdom, a studio out
That's
of
not what I was
Australia,
looking for you to say.
has been working with
You
us
did say
on
it, though.
something
I did?
a little different.
Just now.
Thank you, Natasha. So on April 1st this year, we
So where are they from? I can't make it out.
something
Her.
called Conan
Like, where are they
Chop
based out of? Do we know?
And,
I
considering
don't know off the
day,
top of my
it's
head, no.
perhaps no surprise that people decided that was April Fool's Day.
Conan Chop Chop.
So yeah, we have a little surprise for you.
Who is?
What's
Oh,
Conan
wh-
Chop Chop? It's supposed to be a mobile game.
This must be a mobile
Has to be.
game, right?
With a name like that.
It's a Conan cooking game. Chop chop.
I think we'd buy that.
It doesn't look like a mobile game unless this is just quite possibly the best Conan game yet. I have a feeling this might be tongue-in-cheek. Yeah, 1000%.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus.
Brian, we have to get this.
This actually looks super cool, dude.
This is dropping today. I'm telling you right now.
Just be on PC. I don't want to play this on my phone. That's all. A chibi Conan game. This is so weird.
This is the PC gaming show. We're not gonna talk about a mobile title.
Blip Blop.
Blip Blop was just announced alongside Mosaic.
I know.
And how dare you try to correct me?
September 3rd. Oh, Switch!
Wow.
We're playing that on Switch, dude. We're playing that on Switch.
Conan Chop Chop. It's a roguelike action-adventure game. It's very real, and it's coming to
very real.
PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019.
Hell yeah, not even mobile at all.
We have a version here at E3 at our demo room, so if you want to give Stick Figure Conan a try, then please don't hesitate to drop by.
There's like no chairs on that stage or anything? Like,
thank you so much.
You're gonna stand there forever?
One year they did have like an actual talk show set up where they had a desk. Yeah.
We can actually talk to people, like, you know, and like.
The nomadic survival game.
I think they're trying to move through it this year. Yeah, they're trying to move through it quicker this year.
The last humans need to outrun
Like I said, they've been criticized in the past because they take too long.
Good times. But cheer up, sunshine. This is.
There was one year that they had the longest conference of the entire show, and they shouldn't have done that. It was close to 3 hours, and it shouldn't have been.
And some incredible death machines.
I actually stopped watching it because it bled into Ubisoft.
July 15th. Let's take a trip to the last oasis.
The Last Oasis.
Midnight at the Oasis. This is called Last Oasis?
Yeah. Or The Last Oasis.
And cool if it was Lost Oasis.
Are you? Is this a game where you have to like build around the oasis? Because they were clearing trees.
You have to control the oasis.
Maybe.
Why can't they all just get along?
If they did, if they did, they would. If they did, they would eventually, you know, run out of water.
It wouldn't be much of a video game if they all got along though, either, right? Oh snap!
Last Oasis, September 3rd.
September 3rd. I'm not too intrigued. Not with Conan Chop Chop coming out the same day.
Was it really the same day?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's weird they put those two back to back. Age of Wonders Planetfall. The world is up for grabs again.
Yeah, not my kind of game.
Yeah, I probably won't play this either, to be honest.
It's an RTS.
Yeah.
I do like Dinosaurs with Lasers, though.
The only RTS I've ever really been able to get into is Warcraft. August 6th was the release date. Make your turn count.
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planetfall, a 4X strategy game, and joining me on the stage to talk about it is the game director, Leonard Sass, and principal gameplay developer, Tom Bird. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Good to be here.
Thanks.
Tommy, Lenny.
So, Leonard, just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose.
Oh, it's called Age of Wonders Planetfall. I think I said it backwards.
The Vanguard Expeditionary.
I wrote it down the right way.
Okay.
And everything went to hell. There's scavenging cyborgs or the Amazon bioengineers who ride dinosaurs into battle.
Yeah. You know, I want to ask because there's a pretty broad.
It's very
range
StarCraft.
Of
So you have three.
strategy
You
games.
have three
To give a
factions.
sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you first land on the planet?
Well, each race has their own spaceship. The spaceship comes down onto the planet. The planet is where the entire game takes place. And that spaceship will then transform into your capital colony, where your entire empire begins, your sort of attempt to take over the world. Around you, you've got a number of sectors, and each of these sectors has a little story. Well, not most of them. So maybe you'll find a genetics lab which is still full of horrible mutant creatures, an entertainment complex overrun by horrible robot monsters, a temple with holes in the sky and horrible demons who come and get you.
And I did see in the trailer dinosaurs with lasers, correct?
Dude, Kotaku is tearing up that guy that kept yelling during Bethesda's press conference last night.
He was a real jerk off.
Settle with dinosaurs. You know, I saw the expansive text.
They wrote an entire article about how one guy in the crowd was super into them adding more servers to Fallout.
These textures come from your origin race. They sort of represent the past of where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks for your troopers, orbital laser cannons you can launch from space, social doctrines. It's not all about war. And then the second part of your tech tree comes from your secret technology, and that's all about the future of your faction. So you can create like a combination between man and machine or man and computers. Others include doomsday technology that allows you to infect the entire population with alien brain-eating parasites.
I'm not an RTS guy,
win
I'm
the
sorry.
game by splitting space-time.
I love how many details you're giving me of the horrors that await on the planet.
The future is not a pretty place.
Well, I want to ask about some of the combat that we saw, because in a lot of strategy games, the combat can be very brief. It just, you know, shows two armies pinging off each other. But I understand that the tactical layer is quite rich.
Right, so when combat starts, you'll see, like on the world map, maybe like a little sort of space lab or something like that. When you go into combat,
I can't
you
stop
will
yawning,
roll
my
away in
God.
and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all
I'm
the
not
pipes
bored.
and all of the goops
I'm
floating
tired.
around. All of the units which you've been putting together and built are now deployed.
I'm
Turn-based
exhausted.
combat, you can move them into cover.
We're up all night
shoot laser cannons. Maybe you've chosen the
watching
dawn.
conferences.
You've got like a bunch of space dwarves and little metal suits. So big
And
holes in the ground,
I didn't
shoot from
finish
the-
what I wanted to do
the
last night either.
Maybe
I didn't
you've
put up the
chosen
individual
Kirkos,
trailers.
the horrible alien
I wanted to
god
cut
monsters.
out
They
the
run
trailers
forwards
from the
and
longer
slash
videos
people
and put them up as
keep
separate videos
that kind of
too.
I mean, how long
I fell
do
asleep.
battles wind up lasting?
Otherwise, I would have been. Otherwise, I would not have slept before this.
2 or 3 minutes, but at the end of the game,
The whole plan was for you to never sleep again.
20 units on your side, 20 units
Yeah,
on
may
their
as well.
side. You've got orbital cannons blasting holes in the world. And that can
You fall
maybe
asleep,
take
Freddy. That's how Freddy gets you.
Well, talk to us about when.
He is the Dream Warrior.
Okay. The game is due this August 6th.
Thankfully, he's the worst killer out there.
PC,
So
multiple platforms, consoles.
He
and
really
it's
is right now in the
available for
game.
pre-order now.
He's so bad in Dead by Daylight.
Hey, what's that URL?
It's aow-planetfall.com.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Less than 2 months away. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on
Thank
stage.
you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
you will not be singing Dokken.
Shout out to
Thank
Dokken.
you for sharing the horrors of the future.
You don't
Donnie
like
Docken's gonna sue us and put a copyright strike up. Thanks a lot, Brian.
You don't like Dokken? You like
I
Dokken?
do like them, but Donnie Docken's gonna sue
The
us.
year is 1946,
'cause they need
Sean, my
money.
dear boy. Europe lies in ruins, torn apart by the satanic Plan Z. A brave band of heroes cast the fury
I love
into
her.
hell, but little do they
Yeah,
know.
she's
the
a
nightmare
highlight
is
every year
coming.
for the PC gaming show.
She was great last year too.
This
She's a highlight
is
every
the
year for sure.
world-exclusive reveal of the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
Oh my God, I hate these games so much.
Oh, they're the best.
I do not like these games. For proof of that, I
Rated
think
M for mature.
Sniper Elite 3 or Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, which is it's the same team, they rotate between those two IPs, even though they're the same IPs for the most part. I think it's the lowest rated game on leveldowngames.com right now. At like a 4. I'm not harsh, man. I'm overly positive on video games, and I usually, when I review games, I usually review above the average score because I just like video games and I get invested and it's fun for me. I don't like these games at all.
The one thing I do like about this is he's killing Nazis.
Yeah, wait, this isn't... I don't think this is the same IP. Yeah, I don't think this is the same IP, so this might be something different. I think it's just the team.
They said Sniper Elite 4.
Oh, did they actually say that word for word? Like that's what this game is? Because the sniper games usually involve some bits of stealth. This has no stealth so far, so. Take the gun. Yeah, it's definitely that because all the games have that like bullet time slow-mo for headshots. At least they're adding more things to do in the game now then, I guess. more classes to play as besides just the sniper.
I do like
There's
the flamethrower.
there's Frank, bald guy, shooting flames. There's a lot of zombies. That's a big zombie. Or is that Hitler? Zombie army, dead dwarf. Okay, that wasn't the same thing then. Okay.
Okay. Zombie army does.
From the creators of Sniper Elite.
Later on the PC Gaming Show. A love letter to classic
Ooh.
JRPGs.
Oh my god, that looked
What's
cool,
next
and we only
for
saw like 3
Warframe?
seconds of it.
A surreal noir adventure.
Whoa.
Set before, during, and after the Big Bang.
Whoa.
Baldur's
Okay.
Gate 3, and more.
Yeah, so we're 14 games in.
So we're half over. But
This
how,
was 15
what are
right
we? Yeah, so we're gonna
Stay
fall.
up right here.
We're gonna fall just under 2 hours. So that's nice. We'll have like a few minutes to actually compose ourselves.
Unending assault.
What do they call this? We're going to R Relentless or?
Yeah, because this is from the guys that just put out Darksiders 3 last year, Gunfire Games. They didn't publish it, they developed it.
Oh, published by THQ Nordic.
Of course it was.
Unless you rise to meet it. A trial by fury and blood. You seek the source.
These monsters are scary.
This looks kind of neat so far.
Themselves. They are here.
Okay, not so much anymore.
It's Sekiro with guns.
I wouldn't call it Sekiro. Why is that the first game that came to your mind? Remnant from the Ashes. Available August 20th.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Remnant from the Ashes. In that trailer, we got the chance to see so much new gameplay footage and new environments. Let's welcome the CEO of Gunfire Games, David Adams. So David, I want to ask right away, for those who are unfamiliar with Remnant from the Ashes, what kind of game is it?
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter set on an apocalyptic Earth and across a bunch of cool fantasy worlds.
And I mean, in that trailer, we got the chance to see a huge variety of different environments. Like, what are these different places? Who's the player in this story?
So as a player, you're on sort of a Odyssey-like quest to save the world, and we really wanted to have a bunch of different cool locales that you go to just to experience the country.
So they pretty much made a game about my life.
But it rapidly changes very quickly as you get into the game.
Basically.
And one thing that we've
I'm still stuck on this really boring quest where I go to work almost every day.
Focus of the game, that you could play through it 10 times and
I
still
heard you
be
have to get
seeing
to level
new
65
monsters,
before
new
you pass that
locations.
quest.
How exactly does that work?
Yeah, I think one of the
Get her
coolest
fast
features of
enough.
the game is the dynamic generation system. So we generate the maps, the enemies.
Then you
quests,
have about
NPCs,
10 levels to go and then you
bosses,
die.
everything.
You built those all by
Yeah, it's all hand scripted, but the system takes
You don't
all
get
the
to really
pieces
enjoy your
and puts them
life.
together. So you might play the game and come into work and say, hey, I talked to a giant tree and fought a dragon boss, and I'll be like, I met a guy in a helicopter, an old guy in a helicopter, and killed a tree ant, and we'd have completely different experiences playing the same game.
And you just have to keep going through and eventually explore what all the possibilities are.
Yeah, you can play the game over and over
It
again.
seems interesting.
You can jump into your
It's a
friend's
cool
world
idea.
to
I like
experience
this.
the content in their world, and that's a big part of the game. Just
Will I play
jumping
it?
in
Probably
and seeing
not.
What you get.
Well, I want to
But
ask
it's a
about
cool idea.
loot, which is, I understand, a big part of the game. How does it function alongside this ever-shifting gameplay experience?
Yeah, the loot in the game is all legendary items, and it's tied into the dynamic generation. So if you fight a boss or meet an NPC or get a cool, unique side quest, it generally coincides with a cool, unique item. It might be a boss weapon
see.
or a magical item or armor. So if you play the game and you get all completely different events, you'll have different equipment.
If every drop is a legendary drop, then they're not legendary.
There were 3 people walking.
Yeah, they're just
through.
regular
You
drops at
mentioned
that
the co-op
point.
experience. How does co-op function in the world?
So the game is full co-op from beginning to end. You can jump.
That's
in
neat, though. At least it's full co-op.
Definitely slower paced, more difficult. I mean, you will die a lot in this game, so
awesome.
There's a huge advantage to bringing your friends to come in there and help you take down bosses or fight off different events or just generally progress through the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a big fan of Bloodborne and Dark Souls, I'm really looking forward to Remnant from the Ashes. What's the release?
Wow, I
date?
guess
What's
you
the
weren't too
real
far
promotion?
off from Sekiro
So
with your
Remnant's coming out,
Sekiro comment after all.
PC and
It didn't look like Sekiro to me.
pre-order
Didn't
the
look
game
like
now, you can
Bloodborne
actually get it
or
early and
Dark
start
Souls to
playing
me
the game
either.
August 16th.
Well, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, David Adams from Gunfire Games.
I put the wrong date on that one.
We're talking
It's
to us
16.
about Remnant. And as we mentioned earlier, keep those questions coming. I will be asking on stage the creative director of Borderlands 3 everything you want to know. Doesn't matter what platform you're on, just use hashtag PCGamingShow. And until that time, let's talk about our next title. This one was announced 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show here. It's a game from Clay Entertainment called Griftlands. It's changed quite a bit in the last 2 years. It's
I'm excited for this game.
A deck-building roguelike where you
No,
don't
I'm not.
just
Not
fight,
anymore.
but you also negotiate your way through a broken down.
Not since he said it
sci-fi
underwent some
world. It's gonna be
changes, and now
available
it's
on the
deck
Epic
building.
Games Store in one short
Roguelike, I'm
month
still
on
excited
July
for.
11th
Deck building,
in
nope.
Alpha. Let's take a look at some of the footage that we'll be playing.
I was excited for this game. Definitely not excited for it anymore. Damn! Damn, damn, damn.
Damn, damn, damn.
The only RPG-ish, because that's kind of what this is, it's ish. Not, and I'm not saying shit, I mean it's RPG-ish. That I've really enjoyed that dealt with cards is Baten Kaitos on the GameCube.
I liked Mega Man Battle Network.
Oh, was that Card Battle?
Mm-hmm.
I've never played the Battle Network games.
Snooze.
Alpha available July 11th.
That's also Free Slurpee Day. Just get to the.
Oh yeah, 7-Eleven. Yeah.
Planet Zoo is the latest game.
Planet
from the
Zoo, here we go, baby.
brilliant Planet Coaster. Please welcome Piers Jackson and Lisa Borens from Frontier Developments. Now, Piers, what kind of zoo are we going to be running here?
So Planet Zoo is a new management.
Well, I really like her pants.
I was waiting for it, Frank.
Building and a modern zoo, and you get to look after the most authentic animals we believe you've ever seen in a video game.
Wow, I really like his
Each of our animals
pants.
are unique. They have their own needs, their own
Well, you
desires,
would.
their own behaviours.
I
They interact
wouldn't.
with each other and react with the world you build around.
No, I'm hyped for this game. The most realistic animals and the most amount of wildlife animals in the video
Yeah,
game.
Jessica wants to play the crap out of this too.
Fantastic. Let's buy
Like it's
the
right up your
world's
guys' alley.
largest family pass and take a look inside.
I want to make an exhibit with lions, tigers, and bears all together.
Yeah, watch what happens.
Yeah. Some interesting babies. It's
cute.
Across a liger with a bear.
You know, I used to play the crap out of Zoo Tycoon, so I'll probably play this
Me
too.
In fact, if you made an exhibit with lions, tigers, and bears in Zoo Tycoon, you would unlock the yellow brick roads, roadways.
That's funny. I actually didn't know that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Having like control of what you put in the exhibits and how it looks in the exhibit instead of just picking an exhibit and then it builds itself. Dynamic weather, so that's cool.
Hey, look at these freaking animals, man.
They are very realistic looking.
When?
November 5th. November 5th.
Lisa, I love some of the animal shenanigans here. I mean, hippos pooing, adorable baby elements. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to play it. But before we saw the trailer, Piers mentioned this is a modern zoo, but what exactly does that mean?
So nowadays, when you go to the zoo, you're not just going to see all the lovely, pretty animals. You go there, you want to be, learning about conservation. You want to learn about the research that they're doing. You want to be educated. And these are all things that you're going to be able to do in Planet Zoo. And these ideas...
That's actually kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
So you can actually learn something when you're playing the game.
And the welfare of your animals as the most important thing to do.
And Piers, when can
They kicked that music for a second.
gameplay, and when are we going to be able to get our hands on it ourselves?
So we're obviously demoing the game.
Do you think her hair is naturally like curly permy?
So we've recorded our presentation.
Or do you think she does it like every year for the show, or?
We'll be releasing that on.
I bet it's naturally that way. It has. I don't know. Maybe probably
live
not.
this Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, fantastic. I cannot wait to watch. Thank you so much for joining us, Piers and Lisa, everyone.
I just noticed she has
We have a very special guest all the way
animal
from
print
Japan.
heels on.
And a foot tattoo.
Yeah, and a foot tattoo.
Please welcome to the stage, gaming industry legend and Shenmue creator.
Oh, Yu Suzuki! Oh, here we go. The only thing I'm really excited for on the show today.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the stage
My God.
is a legend of Japanese game development. It's Mr. Yu Suzuki.
He's like, shake my hand.
Hello, everyone. In addition to being the brains behind the following games, Hang On, Space Harrier, Outrun, Afterburner, Virtual Racing, and Virtual Fighter, Yusan also created the Shenmue series. And he's here to talk about Shenmue 3 right now. Take it away, Yusan.
この場に立てて光栄です。I am so honored to be here standing on the stage today. それと20年支えてくれたファンの皆さん、ありがとう。I just want to say thank you to all the fans supporting me for the long 20 years. Thank you very much. The wait is nearly over.
That's right. Let's take a world exclusive look at Shenmue 3.
He wanted this to be a 6-part game. It's only going to be a 3. Absolutely not.
Okay, I figured as much.
PS4
Honestly,
for sure.
I don't think your kung fu is strong enough.
Grandmaster, I...
A long time ago.
I love that it's so faithful to the first 2 games too.
Do we already know the release date?
November 19th, I think it is.
One even practiced atop this
After the delay.
That's right. It's right. 4 days after.
Yeah. After the delay, because it was August 30th or August 27th. Dude, I cannot fucking wait for this. I will shed tears while playing this game multiple times.
Stop it. They threaten and extort money from shop owners, get drunk by noon.
Show the
and cause
forklifts!
trouble.
Show the sailors!
Everyone in town is afraid of them.
Those are the sailors. The enemies are usually the sailors.
They are heartless.
They're the heartless. It's crossover with Kingdom Hearts. No. Oh, damn!
This is him, the Japanese guy who got in our way.
You've got some guts to barge in here on your own.
November 19th, yeah. Oh, that's an Epic Game Store game now.
I know so many people have been
For
waiting
PC.
for Shenmue 3. I would like to once again thank you so much. Thank you, Yusan, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone.
Arigato.
Now our next title is near and dear to my childhood heart.
How do you follow Shenmue 3?
I grew up playing.
I feel like they didn't
Heroes
spend
of
enough
Might
time
and
on
Magic
Shenmue
2.
3.
Let's take a look at an upcoming collaboration between Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
A coffee potion game.
Oh, that's a cool logo. Oh, what is this? This is how you follow up Shenmue.
Essence within you, it is who we are. Indebted
Frank, this is set to a song.
and it's far. Inhuman and beasts of the land.
this is, but I'm liking it.
I have no idea what this is, but I like it as well. Oh yeah! Come on, this music!
This has to get played on a radio hour.
Freaking Bard music, man. I'm fucking buying whatever this is. Songs of Conquest, a classic adventure strategy game.
I wonder if it's any music based.
The name of the game is Songs of Conquest. And here to join me in talking about it is the lead designer from Lava Potion, Carl Toftfeld. Hey, Carl.
Hi, hey, thanks.
I mean, let's just start off for anyone who maybe hasn't played the Heroes of Might and Magic series. What is Song of Conquest all about?
It's all about, well, you kind of start out with in the town that you just saw in the end of the trailer. And from there, you recruit your wielders. It's what we call our commanders. And you recruit an army, and then you kind of send off your wielders on an adventure. And they go exploring the world, they pick up resources to flag mines, and with those resources, you upgrade your town so you can get more stuff, and that's
Okay, so you just send out parties, but you stay in the town.
And, you know, I know that
and you're building
part
up
of
your
the
town
core
type of thing.
loop is obviously get the resources to build up the township. But
I'm sure you could probably even like switch this to play your people.
No way. It's gonna be like,
So
no.
the battle, just like the whole game, is
Just like Dungeon Master, you were able to like play
combat.
this.
You bring all your troops in and
Maybe.
start by deploying them, and then all the troops.
It does show a treasure chest on the screen, plus the resources like
They go in
highlighted.
initiative order, and then you.
So
slug it out,
maybe,
and
you
it's
might be
like
right.
Chess, but instead of like pawns and bishops, you have like horned wands and face spirits.
Great, and griffins and so on.
Yeah, and all those things.
And well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know that you have translated a lot of the gameplay elements into Songs of Conquest, but what are some of the modern elements that you're bringing in?
Well, there's a lot of it, but I mean, one of them is our magic system. We call it the essence. So basically, in the Songs of Conquest universe, everything has an essence within there. It's sort of like the soul. So your troops, they have an essence. And to do magic, you need to bring the troops with the right essence with your wielders.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to like make your troops go faster, you need to bring.
Okay, so yeah, you can really control your troops.
And
Okay,
you
you're
ask the
right.
basic question: what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Then you can't do the magic. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're fighting someone, you kind of have to like weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off. Like, do you want to destroy their magic or their powerful troops?
Where can people go to get more information? And as always, when's it coming out?
Late 2020.
Late
Quite a ways off.
2020.
Quite a ways off, but you can go to songsofconquest.com and sign up for alpha, and then you can play earlier.
Which probably means not even
As
2020.
you know, I'm really looking forward to playing it, Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, our next title is an update to a
This is
popular
number
co-op
20.
game. Let's see
Okay.
what's in store for Vermintide 2.
Another franchise I just don't really care about that much.
This is DLC.
Yeah, update. So either DLC or maybe an expansion.
Is this free to play?
I don't think so. I think you do have to buy this.
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look terrible, but it's just like a type of game that I'm not really intrigued by. I don't know. Oh, it's a versus mode. I mean, I know a lot of people are into Warhammer, so I'm just not one of them.
You just saw the reveal of the new PvP mode coming to Vermintide 2, which turns the
Avenger.
Warhammer Fantasy cooperative game into
Ah, you
something
being
even
such a-
more brutally competitive. It looks
Not even-
deliciously
not even-
vile, and
What are
surely
you
dismembering Scraven is
Do it.
so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on
You're
a
too
fellow
heavy to sit
player,
on my lap the
making
entire
him
time.
or her cry little baby rat tears behind their computer screen. You can sign up now for the Vermintide
Little baby
2
rat tears.
beta at vermintide2.com/versus. In orbiting Mars.
It's okay, Frankie. We still love you.
Terraform the planet, starting from a single drone
Terraria.
site and turning the
Yeah.
planet into a flourishing.
I actually just saw Shanzi playing this last night.
Courtesy of developer Talon Industries and publisher Raw Fury. Here's a first ever look at Per Aspera.
Nope.
Nope. Something different.
You tricked me. I wasn't paying attention at the
Reaching
time.
the Red Planet was not humanity's greatest achievement. Transferring the complexity of the human mind to machines was. So they can succeed where we fail. So they can build us a home on that distant, dusty rock. Today, Amy reaches Mars and begins their mission. Amy, are you with us?
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
Is this like a colonization type of a game? Per Aspera?
In the Assassin's Creed universe, our next guest sent players back in time to rewrite history. But for his debut project with indie studio Panache Digital Games, he's going to take us back 10 million years to where humanity began.
Oh!
Here to tell us all about
Is this Ancestors? Yeah,
director
dude!
and founder Patrice Desilets. Welcome, Patrice.
Thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here. I've been waiting 10 years to come back on the big stage at E3 showing off a game.
Well, it's fantastic to have you back. I just want to ask, what inspired you to tell the story of human evolution?
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment at first. And I said, oh, I'm the historical guy, I'm the historical dude, so I need an historical period. They said, oh, let's go back at the very beginning. It'll be easier to do, because I won't have to build a city, I won't have to build technology, and I was a bit naive. Because we built.
This is the one where like you teach the traits that go along.
Yeah, and you actually progress through the evolution type thing.
Easy. I mean, how have you turned those themes into gameplay?
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes, and then you have to explore your environment, and eventually you expand your territory.
Now, you said something that I actually agree with you with. You said this, I think, last year, that you think this might be a controversial game.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going to piss a lot of religious people off.
Yeah,
until Lucy
I agree with that.
Roughly 2 million years ago.
I imagine our ancestors had a lot more issues to deal with than we do today. There's going to be a lot more dangers in this world, so tell me a bit more about those.
Well, it's all about from a prey to a predator. Basically, at the beginning of the game, everybody's there to kill you and devour you. And basically, at the end, it's pretty much you, where you're the predator, and everybody's afraid of you.
Boy, I swear, based off some YouTube comments, people don't listen. People just don't listen. We had one of the comments on one of our videos come up. This isn't Darksiders 4. I never said it was in that reaction video.
You said you wanted it to be
exactly. They don't listen.
Basically writing the story. Right? There's no story per se inside. It's not about going and see mission givers. It's not about looking at the mini maps and the little dots. It's about you. Hey,
everyone who's not saying human right now is an idiot.
Survive like our ancestors did, and that's the question I'm asking.
That makes sense. More than half the people in the world are idiots.
For you to answer that question, August 27th.
What does a gibbon look like?
Well, I was going
on PC first.
I was going to ask you.
Look in the mirror.
And you answered my question.
Getting good at this.
I have a purple bandana on right now.
Will be released August 27th.
I think they have purple asses.
It's like a, that's like a hot purple too. How many games we at?
23. 22, okay. I'm sorry.
So we have 8 left.
Are these all going to count?
No.
Well,
unless we haven't seen it yet, then it counts. I've learned that in montages. Borderlands 3 counts then. Goose Game! That looks so good. Grifflands we saw. I wonder if they're trying to finish up by 2:30 our time. Phantom Brigade. Maybe these aren't counting, because I feel like we're going to hit 30 just in this montage. Oh well, write them down anyway.
That's 27.
Atomic Crops. Ooh, that looks good. Rune 2. What the Gulf? Yeah, these don't count. Oh well. The Sojourn. Trying to catch them as they fly by. We saw Chivalry 2. Maybe these do count. Would that take us up to 28? 31? Oh, well, that doesn't count then.
Yeah.
And one more thing. But I don't think this is the end of the conference.
Oh, this is Final Fantasy.
Sure. Yeah, looks just like it.
Okay.
All right.
Please welcome to the stage, Loring Lee, founder and CEO of Dragon Nest.
Okay, so they're not just going Borderlands 3, so I think we still probably have 7 or 8 games left then.
Sensation with hundreds of thousands, millions of players.
It'd be 8 more because we were at 22 before.
Unless they count, maybe they count the montage as just 1. You know what I mean? Maybe so then it would be 7. Otherwise 8.
Hello everyone. I'm Loring Lee.
Hi, Loring.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Oh, this is a guy from Auto Chess. So Auto Chess is definitely one of them.
Dragon Game is a game developer and publisher, comes from China.
I like chess.
I'm so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game, Auto Chess, to all of you. This is
if
really
Auto Chess can be played automatically, is it really a game? Because you're not playing it, and it's not an auto game, but I'm just saying. Such a weird name, though, for a game, like Auto Chess.
Creator of Auto Chess, Jodo Studio. We are working together to bring Auto Chess to our world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy the same fun of Auto Chess. Now we are building the PC version with.
I'm actually having a hard time knowing some of these words.
As everyone knows,
like I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm really like I can usually pick out words when people like.
It's not his first language.
No, I know, but I can usually understand like and pick out what they're trying to say, even when they don't speak English and they just force their way through it just because.
We can finish our job quickly and efficiently. And today, I'm very glad to announce the PC version of Auto Chess.
The PC version of Auto Chess.
The Epic Game Store.
Epic Game Store.
I look forward to all of you playing Auto Chess on PC later this year. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Loring Lee.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing the news with us. Once again, Auto Chess, if you have not played it, you must check it out. It is so fun. Our next title, with Frankie up above, I understand is an inspired indie game.
We'll find out, Sean, because one of the things we love about PC gaming is the way that game creators from all over the world can draw inspiration from one another's work. Cris Tales is a great example of that. A gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs developed by Columbia.
Here we go.
Spin on the genre brings a unique perspective
Cris Tale,
the past, present, and future on one screen
which
at the same time.
is one of the things I heard about before we started today.
You stop, Brian.
Here's the
what I tell you about your little leaks
of Cris Tales.
So I'm inclined to believe everything that I've heard so far is gonna happen today. Like I said, I'm not gonna ruin the surprise. I like knowing what's coming because it lets me prepare. But I know some people like surprises, so I'm not gonna purposely say anything.
Everyone loves surprises. It's a human thing.
Was, what is, and what would be.
What is this?
If you knew how it ends, would you change it?
Oh, this looks so good.
And Would you be strong enough to fight?
I hope this doesn't come out here in America.
It's already in English. Experience the past, experience the present, experience the future. Simultaneously, that's cool.
And act in the present. You can rewrite the future.
Very Persona in the way that they showed off their battle menu. This music is good too, dude. Christels coming 2020. Play the debut demo now on Steam. I will, thank you. Look at that gun!
In PC gaming, it's not the size of your weapon, it's how you use it. And I'm holding one of the, well, quite frankly, it's a bit average, isn't it? It's just your average, you know, Glock, really. No, it's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer.
Heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer, Frank.
Assuming the role of fearless warrior Therium,
So what's the name of the game I'm buying?
to slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming its deadly environments and enemies.
My God, this is a Frank game right here, through and through, if there ever was one.
Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole. From publisher Big Sugar, this is Valfaris.
Let's see it.
Oh, and it's pixel art too? Are you fucking kidding me? Hell yes, dude. I'm buying this too. Are you fucking kidding? Hell yes. Yes.
They could have showed just this trailer and this would have been a 10 out of 10 conference.
This is definitely not a 10 out of 10 conference, but this trailer's a 10 out of 10 trailer.
This is everything I love about video games.
Super fucking colorful. Valfaris.
When?
No release date. Damn. Oh, maybe we'll find out now. He's on stage.
I'm very excited for our next guest. In case you have not been in downtown LA, E3 is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that is the Borderlands guy. I should have known.
Beautiful Paul Sage.
I should have known. Okay, so
Borderlands
this
3.
Beautiful's a new one. Thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
Definitely not
Paul.
the end.
Welcome.
I thought they would close out with Borderlands 3.
There's so much hype around Borderlands.
If I'm counting from ancestors.
To be sharing this here at E3.
Oh man, so
Actually,
you know we've talked about our
Auto
vault
chest, so
hunters.
this
You'd
is
have to count
2016.
auto chest. Okay, I was gonna say we gotta
And
count
she
auto
is
chest
our,
because the dude was on
gunner
stage.
Vault hunter, so
Yeah.
she has a big mech. So it's one of the things all about loot. We're talking about the different loot.
Oh, that
grenades, those things,
the
going different
DLC, that limited engagement thing goes till July 11th, I think.
And this is for what?
Okay, yes, I'll tell you everything I can. So
For Borderlands 2,
the free DLC they're giving out.
She gets into Iron
yeah.
Bear. You know, we have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either a minigun or a rail.
That's not what they're talking about here. This is Borderlands 3, right?
Your enemies,
Yeah.
something like
I was gonna
that.
say, 'cause if they were talking about the DLC, that would count as a
Mose is
game.
a terrifically fun character for us right now.
Now, we've been excited to be collating a whole bunch of community questions. We're going to break them into two categories. First, there's a whole bunch of repeat questions that I want to make sure we get to right now. One of the big categories is about loot, because you've mentioned having a billion guns.
Is it Oreo
What
time?
can you tell us about some of the other gear?
It is Oreo time. I'm gonna grab one.
Right. Yeah. So let's talk about grenades. Like one of
As
my
soon as this is
favorite things that we
over,
don't get to talk
I
about
am
a lot.
dashing
So in the
off to
past,
freaking
we've had
get a
grenades,
snack
they've had, like, one thing
and
they
like
can
another
bounce, they
drink
can stick to
because
different things,
otherwise I'll
this
pass
time
out
we're
on camera.
combining, like,
I don't
all
want
of
that.
them. So for instance, the other day I
I'm
was
gonna mute my mic for a second while I crunch on this bad boy for you to not intrude everyone's ears.
would come out and the grenade would fire guns as it was going through, right? So we have like a ton of different grenades that are in there.
What? Wait, what just happened? What just happened?
Shield where if you
Okay.
duck,
I was like,
shield
that's
will
not my
extend out
fault.
in front of you, so just tons of
Oh, don't get me wrong, Brian. I still blame you.
with our characters.
Oh, they're
Class
having so many
mods,
technical
class
issues right
mods,
now.
and that they
Why during the
give you
Borderlands part
skills
2?
as
Like,
time is
of all
low as
times to have the
skills you
issues.
currently have.
I also remember earlier you mentioned about artifacts. What are those?
So artifacts are, we've kind of concentrated on like.
Actually, this makes. I was gonna say, actually, this makes the most sense for them to have issues.
I muted it right away just to remind you. Yeah.
The fucking reveal event from Borderlands 3 was an entire freaking disaster.
certain things to movement. So, for instance, you can slide
It's like it just
you can
runs
slide,
at
and
such.
Every time you slide, there's an explosion.
I don't
We
know.
have something we call.
This is unbelievable. This is unfucking believable that it's happening for Borderlands again.
Second category of questions unrelated to loot. Well, there's going to be a single-player campaign. What's going to be happening after the campaign? What are some of the beyond the single-player, maybe end-game content that you can talk about?
All right, in-game content. Okay, well, it's E3, so I give a little bit. So we have this thing what we call the Guardian system.
I want to
So
send
for
in a
those people who
comment
play
so it
Borderlands
scrolls
before,
across
you
the
might
screen.
remember
Borderlands
Badass.
3, killing
Badass
another
rank,
press
you
conference.
get, you know,
Technical
basically kind of
issues through and
instant
through.
progression system that added to your stats. We doubled down on that. We have what we call Guardian rank. And Guardian rank not only has that infinite progression, but it has skills and different skins that you can open up.
Is there
as
a
you go
dog?
through.
Can I
And
pet
the
it?
cool thing about that is like every character that you play on that account gets the benefits of Guardian rank.
Oh, interesting. All right, last category we're going to go through, and then we're going to hit some rapid-fire questions. How do the boss fights in Borderlands 3 compare to Borderlands 1 and 2? I know those were big aspects. How do you build on that?
Right, so I think of a boss fight, you know, like I'm an old school Nintendo fan, right? So I love huge boss fights that have like three phases and stuff like that. So now those people, you know, smart people in the audience know that we've talked about going to vaults instead of vault, right? And so there are different like huge boss encounters there that are just, you know, multi-phase boss encounters. We have like a lot of different mini bosses throughout the game. So a lot of different boss encounters throughout the game.
Well, now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be yes or no, very brief. First from Castore, how will you be handling multiplayer?
Multiplayer, we will basically be allowing anybody to jump in at any time, so.
Awesome. From MHL Animations, can I pet the gun? Great question.
I'm not here to judge what you do with your gun, so you know, that's a personal question.
All right, great. Sam Wiseman asks, is Maya's new companion a siren?
People are asking the right questions. That's what I will say about that.
Oh, you tease.
Sorry.
All right, from Ironic Sanguine says, is Tiny Tina going to be seen fighting alongside the Vault Hunters?
Yes.
Nice. All right, I'm just going to blast through a couple more as fast as I
This
possibly can.
is boring. Why are they doing this?
Will we get to see Flak?
Yes.
Will we see golden keys and or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of PvP?
Yes and no.
And also maybe.
And
perfect.
maybe, yeah.
And will you be able to transfer weapons between your characters?
Absolutely, right from the start.
Perfect. And when is the damn game coming out?
We already know that.
Friday the 13th, 2019, September 13th.
Perfect. Borderlands.com for more information.
They're not going to put
Thanks
it in
so much
there,
for joining me on
but
stage.
for those
Thank
following
you.
along, I did tweet that out to try to get it on the ticker on the bottom.
And once again, if you have not seen all the setups,
But I said they're not going to put that on there.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh, absolutely not.
Our next game, we're going to be revisiting a guest
Hashtag
that we saw
PC Gaming Show,
earlier
you'll
in
see
the
it.
Show. He's upstairs with Frankie. What you got for us?
What you got for us, player?
What? She's always just like.
Oh, hi, we're live. Sorry. Hello, I was
We're
just, I was actually testing out my outfit for this weekend. I don't know, what do you think, John?
I think you look really sharp, as always.
Very sharp. Well, thank you so much. John Gibson, president of Tripwire.
I like
thank
that
you for
she
joining
does
us
different
again on the
things.
show.
Day 9 doesn't do different
Very busy
things.
man, yes.
Like he just walks
Now,
out.
Well,
last
Day
year,
9's a robot.
revealed
Yeah, true.
Man-Eater to the world. And can you remind anyone who missed it?
Oh, it's the shark game.
Absolutely.
You're right. I
Man-Eater
remember
is
this from
an
last year.
open-world action
I remember this from last
RPG,
year,
or
though.
Shark PG, as we call it. You start as a small baby shark pup, and you
Baby
have to survive
shark.
in this harsh world and try to eat your way to the top of the ecosystem. The three words that we think sum the game up the best are eat, explore, and evolve. And we also have someone we'd like you to meet.
Well, let's meet him then. Let's take a look at the new trailer.
Can you imagine if the trailer is just that song with gameplay?
Man-Eater?
No, yeah.
Oh, here she comes. Or even Baby Shark. Oh,
Or even Baby Shark.
Hair of the Dog by Nazareth.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Effort.
I'm wrong. This is Mississippi Queen.
Mississippi woman.
I'm gonna love this game.
That's like you when you're 50, Frank. He even has the same beard almost. Out on a boat, rocking out to some rock.
That is my goal.
Catching sharks.
Just to have a boat. And not work.
You come any closer with that camera, we two gonna tussle.
Oh, you can toss like me, I say. Don't eat the bird.
Ate the bird.
Mr. Bird.
Who was that appallingly?
I say
that was
Because,
Frank.
Quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
June 14th.
Press F to respect the shark.
Pete is a best fisherman in the Gulf.
F in the
best
chat.
shark fisherman,
Wait,
or
it's gonna
he'll
get
tell
to the
he's
top.
best
Are you
shark
kidding me?
fisherman. And he disfigures our baby shark at the beginning of the game and does some really nasty things. So he's not a very nice guy. And now the story of Maneater is told through the lens of a reality show called Shark Hunters versus Maneaters. And it follows Pete and the shark on its adventures. And
That's the shark from the Super Bowl.
I know,
It's
yeah.
a very exciting way to tell a story.
And based on that trailer, to be honest, John, it looks like your main goal of the shark is to just bite everything.
Yeah, there is an awful lot of man-eating going on in this game. That is the name of the game. And but we like to think of the game as a shark-tastic fun action.
Not if it's the pre-alpha.
Not if it's pre-alpha gameplay. June 14th, 2020, maybe.
If there is more to the game than just eating, so we spent a lot of time moving through the water, breaching out, and adding abilities to go up on the beach for an afternoon snack.
This is the 27th game.
So there's
I was hoping you could play as the actual buff, bearded Mississippi woman singing.
So there's three facets to the shark.
What do we want to call
game.
him? Sharker? Is he a sharker? Is he hunting sharks?
So growth comes about through eating.
Is that what we call a shark hunter?
I have no idea, dude.
And that's kind of like the XP in the game. That allows you to level up.
Just took the
we call those people fishermen or sailors.
Key phases, we call life phases.
It just took the word and added an ER.
So let's say you're a brooding teenage shark, and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult,
like right now, I'm a
take
sitter.
A big leap in size, a big leap in
You're the hoster of the show.
And capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body. For example, you could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats, or a powerful tail that allows you to jump to incredible heights, or you could get mutated lungs that allow
Customizing
you
your
to
shark.
spend a little more time on the beach getting those afternoon snacks.
Just really quickly, John, everyone's wanting to know this question.
Nice.
When's it coming out?
So we're really hard hammerheading away at this game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever.
She enjoyed that.
We're not ready to announce a date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC Gaming Show.
Well, I hope we do, John. Otherwise,
So June 1st. June 1st, 2020.
So I think actually I'm going to find an audience member because you guys look tasty. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
She is hilarious.
I like her. Hey!
Not as nice as the OP seat that I'm
well,
rocking right now.
Did I tell you that the company reached out to us?
Did they?
After we got the sponsorship from OP Seat. So, couldn't take it, and the chair is identical for the most part. Like,
I'm sure the OP seat is just as nice as your eWin. But I love this bad boy.
You know, one of the absolute best parts about being sponsored by iWin for the PC Gaming Show is that I
iWin
get
is how you say that.
First of all, I want to call it iWin. I'm going to call it eWin because that's the way it's spelled.
Terraria is one of the best-selling PC games of all.
Okay, now we're talking about Terraria.
There we go, Sean. There we go, Sean.
Such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add content, going from 250 items at release to now over.
I'm loving that the only errors that have happened so far have just been Borderlands.
Oh yeah,
coming up,
absolutely.
Terraria: Journey's End.
You know what's gonna be funny is if it's actually intentional, like if Borderlands works with some kind of glitch thing in there.
They fucked it up by themselves. Journey's End.
This is an expansion, of course.
Like, I do think Sean is right. I think I would enjoy this game. I just think there's so much going on and so much to do that I don't have time to play it. Like, it's such a time sink, it seems like. So there's so much that you have to invest to really get enjoyment. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could jump in for 10, 20 minutes here and there and have fun. But
I don't want to live in a world where Brian is wrong.
It happens quite frequently. Just not usually on camera.
Brian, I just say I don't want to live in this world in general.
No. Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not just Borderlands. They just stopped the trailer.
There you go. And the lights are off.
And the lights are off.
No, that's a joke. It's a joke.
Well, not only that, but that you heard them talking too, like when they weren't expecting it to just
it's
cut.
It's called Telling Lies by Annapurna Interactive.
Ooh, Telling Lies.
Joining me to talk about it is game director
This is
Sam
the
Barlow.
you said this is the that one from her story.
Marshall
Yeah.
Green. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Nice to be here. Yeah.
They said there's over 10 hours of video to explore during this game.
That's cool because her story was like 5 hours or 4 hours, I think.
It is a game where you watch live interactive video in order to uncover what happened with a murder.
That's cool. That's such a cool idea for a game.
I already have it on my Steam wish list.
Story. Telling Lies is a game in which you
This is game 29?
to piece together a
Yeah.
So we have one more to go?
And this time we have a woman
One more official one.
Or more. Yeah, one more official one.
which contains secretly recorded intimate and private conversations between our 4 characters. Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure
They
out.
got a decent cast on this too.
Take a look at some of the gameplay.
Did they?
I know one of the actresses is from Westworld.
Oh yeah, I think you were saying that. You were telling me about that.
She played God, none of the names are saving me. Clementine. From
Oh, okay.
Westworld.
Once upon a time.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath.
I don't love you and I don't miss you.
This one.
You already know too much.
Wow, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath. I love you.
Love you too.
Love you.
What are they? Oh.
I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly. I guess I still carry a torch for it, which makes me an incurable romantic or underdeveloped emotionally. I'm a loyal friend.
A man died in my life.
I'm gonna buy this for sure. Are you kidding me? This looks so good.
You know I'm down. I told you about this game.
Telling Lies. This looks so good.
Oh, Sam, I got some questions for you about what we've just seen. I mean, talk to me about the mechanics. I mean, I saw, the subtitles up, highlighting, and it was loading more video footage. What's going on?
So what we do in Telling Lies is we take all of the exploration you would have in a normal video game. So all that walking around in a 3D world.
Yeah.
And we apply that directly to the story, to the footage itself. So you're going to be scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention, and you're going to be picking up on the subtext, listening to names, people, places. And with that information, you're going to use that to find more clips, dig into those, and over time kind of build up this picture of the story. And it's truly like an open world video game.
Well, I mean, a lot of times with open world video games, they talk about, the square kilometerage or miles in America. What's the sort of scope that we're talking about? Like, how many hours of footage is there?
So we got like over 10 hours of footage here.
Wow, really?
It's a story that encompasses like 2 years. What I wanted to do with this one was, like I say, really embrace this idea of it being an open world game. You're free to explore and follow your curiosity. Just lose yourself in this story.
Yeah.
All the characters. It's this huge, messy.
Lose yourself in the moment.
Well, I'm curious,
You own
Logan,
it.
as a performer in this kind of
Yeah,
game,
never let it go.
what is it like to actually try to have all the layers in there for each performance, also not knowing when a player is going to be seeing the specific footage you're performing?
Well, it's definitely a non-linear open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach
I
was,
love that they're still
not
considering it an
unlike a
open
movie or
world
a TV
game
show, and we had
when
to
really you're just
understand
sitting there
it.
scrubbing through video. Like it's
So
a
for
cool
the most part,
idea.
that's how we shot it, obviously.
So I watched an interview with these guys, and it really can like chase down any kind of lead your mind can take you down.
Out of order, but we actually stayed pretty linear in how we approached the story. We went after it like all the other times we're actors. We just went after intention and then what do we want, and we tried to make it as deep. It's got a lot of scope.
Yeah.
But we wanted to make it as deep as possible.
Terraria never
Sam
ends.
is
No,
one of
no.
the best
Terraria's
movie
trailer
and TV
ended
directors
before it was
working
even
with.
over.
It's, very similar.
Nice. Yeah, look at you two. Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played Her Story, it's quick to play through. It's absolutely
I
brilliant.
own Her
Please check
Story,
it
but
out.
I've still not played through it.
We're, of course, waiting to find out, when can we play Telling Lies?
Very soon. Very soon.
Very soon.
We'll have a date soon. Right now, you can go to Steam.
It'll probably be next month.
Steam. We all love Steam. And yeah, very soon. We'll be showing a little bit more during E3, and the game will be out.
This says later this year.
Yeah, guessing maybe not tomorrow.
As soon as humanly possible.
What they're doing is they're telling lies.
Thanks so much for joining me on stage. Once again,
It was
Telling
Scarlet
Lies.
in the living room with the something, then it jumped forward to, oh, there it goes, it's back.
Now, up on the balcony,
I know that's a Clue
Frankie's gonna be talking
comment
to us about a game
with
that
the
my
rope.
friends, year after year after year, keep telling me I have to play because of how much they've improved it. Frankie, what's going on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite
They're gonna close out with Warframe?
aside
No,
from
they're
being
gonna have more than
upstaged
30
by
games.
A giant duck was getting a glimpse at the future of Warframe. And here with the latest look at the next expansion to the universe is Space Mum Rebecca Ford. So, chat, behave
Becky.
yourselves, please, because Mother's here. Now, Rebecca, what are we about to see?
We're going to take a look at an amazing trailer that our team has put together. A lot of our players have been waiting a year for a look at what we've been calling Railjack, so it's about time to, you know, see what we've been doing.
Yeah, let's take a look.
I like her pants.
Didn't even show up.
I gotta keep the joke going. Sorry.
I like her shirt.
I didn't like her shirt. She should just take it off.
Unreal.
That's what I'm here for, Brian. That brings the ruckus.
A lot of people still play Warframe. A lot of people.
Yo, I can't wait to not play this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it either. But it's a free-to-play MMO. A lot of people play it.
July 6th is when it's hitting.
Yeah.
Empyrean.
Oh, they're gonna close out with Baldur's Gate 3, I bet, huh?
Oh, that's probably the one we haven't seen.
I think that's the only thing that they have announced at the beginning that we haven't seen yet now.
Rebecca, it must be so exciting to know that the fans have finally seen it, and you're clearly going all in on the epic space combat. So tell me about the new stuff that players are going to be able to experience.
I wasn't shaking before we started talking, and now I am because it's real, because, you know, Empyrean is what we're calling codename Railjack. It's basically taking the space ninja part of Warframe, sending it back up to space, bringing players that squad gameplay they know, taking the enemies like the Corpus and the Grineer, giving them their own Railjack to essentially explore the solar system with and take
Avenger.
down bad guys.
Calm down.
Well,
Avenger really likes Warframe.
He does, man. He plays it all the time.
Watch it online on Twitch. We're going to be showing a lot more in our keynote for what Empyrean is going to be.
Well, today I'm getting a feel for the suit. So what's the deal with that sweet-looking Necros Prime? How do I get my Tenno arms into it?
I cannot say that on live television, but you know, there are ways. But yeah, you just have to link your Warframe account to your Twitch account. If you watch 30 minutes of our Tenno live show, you can get it. But hopefully you stay for the whole hour because we got lots to show.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and good luck with TennoCon on July 6th.
Thank you.
Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today, but nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den.
Brooklyn?
It's an existential-based Chad's Odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually blown my mind learning about this one. Buckle up, everyone,
This is number
because we're
31.
about to get bonkers with Genesis Noir.
Genesis Noir. Hell yeah. I'll play this for sure. I already love the aesthetic, so.
Brian, you can't even spell aesthetic.
A-E-S-T-H-E-T-I-C.
Oh, who knows? I'm sure you're close. I'm sure you're close. I know I can't spell it.
I'm pretty sure I nailed it.
I'm talking to a guy who bombed out on his third grade spelling bee with the word sugar.
You didn't spell it S-U-G-E-R, did you?
S-H.
Okay.
It wants to see this day.
I love that it's like just shows him like walking through outer space, like just like it's no big deal.
I do that every day, Brian.
I wish I could. A cosmic adventure.
Genesis Noir, just beautiful, stylish art. The next game we're going to take a look at is the twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play as a 6-year-old trying to escape a monastery and find your mother.
H-I-J-O?
Tricks to avoid
H-I-J-O?
monks. Let's take a look at this gorgeous spaghetti western inspired project.
Spaghetti western, that's cool.
Games.
So it's called The Kid.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Digging the style. Really digging the art style. Oh, hell yeah. I am definitely playing this. It's like,
Branijo.
It's like, what was that? Inside? That was the name of the game. Inside, yeah. Right? I think it was called Inside.
This is like Metal Gear Solid.
Well, to an extent.
Actually, it's like Plague Tale. He has a slingshot and it's a stealth game.
Yeah, you're right, actually. There's even a level similar to what's going on that you haven't came across yet in Plague Tale. I think it was chapter 14.
El Hijo, once again, is the title of the trailer.
Here we go.
Just saw.
Baldur's Gate, baby.
For our final guest tonight.
Okay, we're closing out. We're wrapping out. Yeah, we're wrapping out, and it is with Baldur's Gate. You're gonna have literally 5-minute break between this and the limited run game show.
Dungeons & Dragons, Mike Mearls, to talk about Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. Now, this was only just recently announced.
I want to see gameplay.
We went
You think we'll see it?
I think so.
At the end of Divinity Original Sin 1.
Yeah.
That was back in 2000.
It's coming out this year.
And
I think we do.
Back then that they should give us the Baldur's Gate 3 license, and they said, yeah. But we had a long chat.
I like this guy too. Like after watching the Stadia reveal and the of this game, like this guy, like I like this dude.
Suddenly in 2016,
he's very passionate about like Baldur's Gate for sure, and so I think this game is going to be amazing.
You need to come to Seattle, right?
Are you saying he's a passionate man?
He is a very passionate man.
And he had this big stack of paper with him, and on it was Baldur's Gate 3, and in it was pretty much.
They need to bring him back for every single thing that Jeff Keighley does. If he's not on the YouTube live thing that they're doing, they made a mistake.
Later, we started negotiating.
Have him as a co-host no matter what.
You should just co-host with Jeff Keighley.
To me, it's the crown jewel of D&D.
Fuck the Oscars.
Computer games, right? I mean, for me personally,
like fuck PAX West.
The original one was that finally I had the chance to actually play a D&D campaign rather than having to run them for all my friends. So it means so much to us. Baldur's Gate, it's such a fantastic.
That's the thing I love the most. I'm a big D&D nerd, so
yeah.
Come to not only a new
it's just
generation
D&D come to life, more so than Divinity even is.
Remember the 20 years it's been since the original the first two in the series.
When was Baldur's Gate 2? Like 90s?
Early 2000s. Early 2000s. Baldur's Gate 1 was 90s. Baldur's Gate 2 was early 2000s.
The world elements. What are things we're going to see in Baldur's Gate 3?
It's been over 15 years.
About what's in the trailer right now, but
oh, they're only showing the trailer again.
You start outside of the city, actually. There's going to be mind flayers. They're very nasty.
Mind flayers are disgusting.
The process of ceremorphosis, as we call it. It's accelerated, so that's not normal.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a lot of iconic creatures, iconic characters, iconic places, and that's as far as we go.
I'm curious about some of the gameplay elements because obviously, there's just been a big resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons, tons of broadcasts on Twitch.
Resurgence? It never died.
How do you translate some of
Nah, it's getting bigger lately with the 5th edition.
Into what
I don't know. I guess I've been watching Critical Role so much that I just felt like it's never died.
which is basically the basic rule set of Dungeons & Dragons.
Which player handbook? Which edition?
5th edition. 5th edition.
Yeah.
And so we ported as
Not
much
really
as
a
we
5th
could
edition
to the
guy,
video
but
game.
whatever.
We looked at what works really well.
Are you third?
Because it is a
3.5.
Okay, that's what I meant.
tabletop
That's
game.
what I mean when I say third. But
So we started modifying those things, and then we had to add things on top of it because if you play tabletop, you have a game master, and you say, "Well, I want to do this."
Yeah.
And then the
I
game
want to
master.
start a fight with a pigeon, and he's like, "Okay, roll for
And
dexterity."
the DM could say, you could surely try.
So we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. But we've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean, can you give an example of like a crazy moment that a player might do that you could actually play out in?
Well, I could, let's say that we get into a fight because you can ask the question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head. Well, just as an example.
It's just an example. This is fine. We're just talking. We're just talking.
These are things that we have to put systems into the game for to do it, which are not necessarily going to be described inside of the book.
Interesting.
What's the best RPG of the last 10 years?
Skyrim.
Witcher 3.
You have tons of data.
Get the hell out of here.
No, Witcher 3.
What's the sort of information that you
No.
provide?
Witcher 3 is way better than Skyrim.
Really what it comes down to
No, it's not.
providing
Yes,
the
it
story
is.
support. You know, we
How many Dragonborns are in Witcher 3?
Watch Witcher 3 win, Frank. Witcher 3 is way better than Skyrim.
Dungeon Master.
Well, because a bunch of idiots are going to vote for it, but they're wrong.
They're not wrong. Witcher 3 is way better than Skyrim. I've played both.
Toy box and sharing it. And giving that kind of guidance, you know, like I remember.
I'd argue Divinity Original Sin 2 is better than Skyrim.
Gate and the Sword Coast, and asking a lot of questions like, what kind of story do you want to tell?
Witcher 3 should blow it away with over 60% of the vote by the end of this
And then for
poll.
in terms of the system support,
It's just wrong, though.
what does
It's
it mean
not
in
wrong.
terms of the story for each character? For each
They cut it off at
character,
49%.
class, so that if you have your favorite class and it's in the game, you really feel
They
like
didn't expect that to win, so they're like, "Oh, shit, take the poll down."
Coming to life in an authentic way in Baldur's Gate 3.
And we're going to talk in a moment about Baldur's Gate 3 release dates and whatnot. But we have a second game that we want to talk about on a new technology known as pencil and paper. I understand that there is a tabletop prequel coming for Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's one saga. All the different games coming together.
They're going to put out a D&D campaign for Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, they're going to release
we're
the
releasing our next tabletop
September
campaign,
17th. Tabletop comes
Baldur's
out.
Gate, Descent into Avernus, and it is the next chapter in the Baldur's Gate saga, and it's a prequel to Baldur's Gate 3. So if you haven't played a Baldur's Gate game since Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, this is your chance to check out on the history. It's been about 100 years since the events of Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah.
So this will give you a chance to check in on the city, to see what's going on, its current state, who the movers and shakers are. We also feature a complete levels 1 to 13 campaign that takes you from the mean streets of Baldur's Gate to the depths of hell itself.
So
and to
cool.
pose to the players a question.
You guys gotta play
do you
that.
wanna redeem Baldur's Gate or send it to damnation?
Like,
Put in that right player.
just one night, do a
Well,
separate
I have to ask
campaign.
that
I mean,
question on a lot of people's minds. What
I don't
can
know why you
talk
guys
to
don't
us
split it
about
up.
Expected release time frame.
Because we're old men and we don't have much time.
They're going to have to wait a little bit.
Play every other week.
When it's
True.
ready. So,
Yeah, they're not
we
released.
don't-
They're not announcing a release
this is
date
the game
anytime
that we want
soon.
to play,
It's
so we
not
wanna
this
make
year.
sure
This
it's
game is
really,
not
really good.
2019.
And then when that's the case, then we'll release it.
Well, I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time. And I think
I don't even think it's 2020.
when I say
Well, that's
take
the
your
issue
time.
is that
Divinity
in that
Original
Stadia
Sin games
Connect,
are
they said
indication of
everything you
quality.
see today is
It's gonna be
launching
fantastic and worth
with
the wait. Gentlemen,
Stadia
thanks so much for
this
joining me. I'll see you
November.
very much.
And I was like, no fucking way,
Mike,
because
talk
not
about
Baldur's Gate.
3. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Well, it's because the PC Gaming Show has officially concluded. Let's bring up on the stage the fantastic Frankie Ward. Come here, Frankie.
Frankie Ward.
Well, thank you so much, Sean. Hasn't this audience been absolutely fantastic today?
Guys, thank you so much for coming out to the 5th annual PC
She might be my second favorite E3 host.
We want to give an enormous thanks to all of you
First
who
being
tuned in live.
Nina Struthers.
Of course, thank
Okay,
all of
yeah,
you
yeah,
who
of
personally
course.
showed up this morning, and of course the sponsors who helped make this possible.
Devolver
Epic
Digital.
Game Store, iWin, Frontier, Funcom, Paradox, Interactive, Hovercast, Perfect World, Rebellion, Tripwire, and Samsung. As you know, PC gaming is a platform. It's not a publisher or developer, so these sponsors are essential for letting us put on this show every year. Thank you so much. And I got
Limited Run's up next, right?
titles you're excited
Limited
about.
Run is up next.
Well, I do love a baby elephant, so
Definitely watch that video if you're watching this one.
awkwardly, then I
Absolutely. Go
also
check out our
like
other ones that we're doing. And
Maybe
everything we did
elephant
on the
earlier, so
Sunday the
marry
9th,
yourself,
and
cool.
everything we're going to do the rest of the
Personally
day,
looking
and
forward to
obviously
the
tomorrow
conference.
with
As you heard,
Nintendo's
there's games coming out
Direct.
all across 2019 and into
And then listen to Max Level. We're going to break down all these games pretty much one by one when it comes by.
tomorrow. Big
Yeah,
shout out to
I don't know
all
how
you
many we're going to pull out of this
Hello again.
conference. I
I
don't.
don't know. All I know is I've been keeping lots and lots and lots of notes. So
Some games.
we're going to have a hell of a Max
See you next year.
Level.
Bye, bye,
Thank you so
bye.
much. Goodbye.
That's only one page of my notes. I got tons.
Exactly. So yeah, as Frank just mentioned, we will be recapping everything that we saw, not only, I'm going to mute this, not only at the PC Gaming Show, but at Bethesda's conference, Microsoft's conference, Devolver Digital, Ubisoft, Limited Run Games, Square Enix, Kinda Funny, and Nintendo. We will be covering the full spectrum of the rainbow next Monday, June 17th, in our E3 2019 recap episode of the Max Level Podcast. Find it on your favorite podcast app of choice. It posts every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. Myself, Frank, Sean, Kyle. 20 to 30 games next week. We will be going just here. Here's a game we saw, this is what we thought, this is what we're excited for, and then we're going to move on. So we're not going to spend more than, say, 10 minutes total on one particular game before we move on to the next. We're going to try to cram as many things as we possibly can to cover as many things as that we saw during E3 week into about a 3-hour timeline. It's going to be a lot of fun. But unfortunately, that is it for this reaction video because I do want to have a few minutes to go get a few things done before the next show starts. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn notifications on so that you never miss one of our uploads. Plus, click that like button. We would really appreciate it. And drop us a comment down below letting us know what you thought of the PC Gaming Show this year. What are you excited for? What are you not excited for? Are you blaming Borderlands for the technical issues, or was it just a mishap? We want to know. We will be in the comment section interacting with you as you drop us comments, and we will see you soon on our other reaction videos. Stay tuned for more coverage of E3 2019. Take care, guys.
See you in hell.